What is good? What is up? It's Jordan Texans Thoughts, and we're back with another live stream. We're here on a Monday. It's a little different than your regularly scheduled Texans Thoughts show. Why are we here on a Monday? Well, I kind of wanted to do a different stream today than you guys have gotten used to. Recently, it's been a lot of the Believe in Texans podcast with my boy Quentin Dempson. I've absolutely loved doing that. Don't get me wrong. But I felt that, I wasn't able to interact with you guys as much as I have in the past. And in the past when, this whole thing really started with me streaming. And so I really missed that element. And I wanted to get back to that, interacting with you guys in the chat, and just answering y'all's questions, having fun with that. So the shows with Quentin are not going anywhere. Don't worry. We're probably going to be doing a show either Wednesday or Thursday this week. And then we'll have another one for you on Sunday to recap the Texans Saints preseason game. But for today, we're going to do something a little different. It's just going to be your boy. We're going to bring on some of our Texans Thoughts team leaders, some of our very respected members that I appreciate very much. And we'll have them come onto the show. So if you want to do that as well, you want to come on the show, you want to talk ball with me, you want to go through our activities for the day with me, hit the link in the description, man. You can join the team. There's a monthly membership. There's 2 tiers. Support your boy. Trying to take this full time. See where it goes. But I very much appreciate all you guys' support. And thank you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ziad is first. My guy, I appreciate you always coming through. Jay, what's up, my guy? I'm excited to talk to you later. The hair is definitely a flex. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good morning, Andy. What's up, Beige? In the building, my boy Willie, boy P. Oh, the team is here. I love it. Looking fly as usual. It's a new shirt, man. New shirt at Value Village. Had to cop a few new clothing items because my damn bag got lost when I was traveling back home, and so gotta get a new wardrobe. Gotta get a new wardrobe. Hopefully Delta Airlines will give me some money, compensate me so that I don't go broke buying new clothes. But today we've got a little bit of a different, thing on the agenda. We're not just going to talk Texans, talk news and update on that sort of stuff. We'll save that for later in the week when I get Quentin here. But for today, we're going to be ranking the Texans' young core. So what exactly is the young core? The way I'm going to kind of define it are the players that, are still on the rookie contract. So it's typically they're in year 4 or younger. So, you got this rookie class with Stingley, Pitre, and all them guys. You got the sophomores with Davis Mills, Nico Collins, Reverend Jordan. But then you also got guys like Titus Howard, Max Sharping. Where do those guys fall into our young core? How would we rank them? Who are the players that we were most excited about, think are the most promising, and maybe some guys that we have lower expectations for? I just thought it'd be a fun concept to roll through. But before we get into that, I want to do a quick Q&A. If you guys got any questions, throw in the chat. Anything Texans related, anything related, NFL, what I had for breakfast, I don't know, man. Whatever you're feeling, let me know, because I do just want this to be more of a chill stream today. Different than our regularly very structured shows. I just want to be able to do a little bit of both. Ziad said, I'm most excited about Mills. Okay, the Mills hype train has been picking up, man. It really has. He had a great last 5 of the games of his rookie season. Stats were night and day. Performance on the field, night and day. Eye test, night and day. Different from the first 8 games of the season. Camp, he's been the no doubt quarterback 1. And it seems like from all reports, I'm not there, so I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not there. But from all reports and people who I've talked to who are there are saying that, he looks poised, under control, under composure, orchestrating the offense as the offense intends to be. He's throwing underneath in intermediate a good amount. You'd like to see more deep completions, but it's also early. It will take some more time and chemistry and to build that deep connection. But then also the Texans defense has been pretty good covering deep, right? We know they want to play a lot of cover 2, which means you're going to have 2 deep safeties. And it's hard to complete passes when you got 2 deep safeties over top, trying to push everything in front of them, trying to keep everything in front of them and only give up the short stuff. So he's not forcing it. That's what it sounds like, but he's also not connecting on the deep passes. So just things to consider. Jacob's going to be at camp tomorrow. Dude, I'm jealous of you guys. The ones who are able to be in Houston and go to camp, man. It seems like an amazing experience. Definitely something I'm going to have to do one day. Hopefully. What's good, Murphy? My boys, yeah, I got a Mills jersey. Okay. You invested now, huh? You invested now. Jim wants to know, how many games do you expect the Texans to win? I like this question. I haven't talked about it very much because it is kind of early to predict things. I like to see how the team's performing in preseason, but it's a totally valid question, so I will answer it. I mean, we're looking at a floor of 4 games, in my opinion, because we won 4 games last year, and the roster has been upgraded with some key veterans on the D line, like Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, Rasheem Green, and then you've got some very promising rookies, Derek Stingley, Jalen Pitre, Dameon Pierce. So coupling those 2 factors together, the new players on the team, with what we should see with progression from our sophomores in terms of Davis Mills, Nico Collins, Brevin Jordan, Roy Lopez too, the team is on the up. So going from 4 wins as the floor, I would say the ceiling is maybe 6, maybe 7. So I would guesstimate 5 to 6. If everything goes right and you catch some teams on a bad day, maybe 7 wins. But I think 5 to 6 is a good expectation to have and a realistic one. And if that is the outcome, I'm happy with that. I just want to see progression going forward, man. No steps backward, only forward. So 5 to 6, man. Jay says the rookies seem to be looking good and are refreshingly trusted. A welcome change from the Bill O'Brien days. Yes, sir, Jay. I've been very, very happy to see that as well. It seems like they're giving the rookies all the run that they could possibly get. I mean, Derek Stingley's lining up as the cornerback 1. Lovie Smith saying that he, depending on the matchup, will mirror wide receiver 1s. You got Jalen Pitre starting at the strong safety position. You got Christian Harris before his injury. He was rotating in and out, getting some first-team snaps. You got Dameon Pierce getting a big workload. I don't know if Pierce is going to start week 1. They'll probably give it to the veteran in Marlon Mack because of locker room dynamics and whatnot. You don't want to just hand the rookie the job. You kind of want to make him earn it in a real game, right? Like it's just training camp so far. But I think maybe by week 3, 4, 5, Pierce gonna be the RB1, baby. Pierce gonna be the RB1, man. He's the most talented and most promising back on this roster, absolutely. And I think it's only a matter of time before his talent really showcases itself on the field, and he'll be too good to bench. That's really what it is, man. Hey, it's the boy Steven from Twitter. How you doing, man? When are you moving down here to Houston? Oh man, they need to pay me. Pay me, Texans. Let me be the next John Harris. Let me be the next Drew Dougherty. Then I'll come down to Houston. Absolutely. Been twice before. Got Stingley signed my jersey. Great guy. Yeah, Stingley seems like a great guy, man. That's great. Quick thoughts on the Rockets draft class. Ooh, I like this, Beige. I like this. I think the Rockets did great, man. They were in a great position at number 3 to just take the best available. Everyone thought it'd be Banchero. But at the end of the day, Jabari Smith Jr. is the more seamless fit into that roster. You have your star self-creator guy you want to run the offense through in Jalen Green. And then you have some complementary pieces with Sengun and now with Jabari Smith. And so that kind of forms that big 3 of you got your offensive engines really in Green and Sengun. And then you've got your kind of do-it-all glue guy, like high-level, like I want to say like high level. See, role player isn't the right word, but I also don't think Jabari Smith is going to be like a superstar in terms of like you run your offense through him, right? But I think he's going to be a hell of a Robin to your Batman. So I like what they did there. Going to be your 3-and-D athletic wing. I think once he has some more, opportunities for him that are created for him, rather than him having to do all the work himself, like we saw in Summer League. Then he'll be set up better for success. So whether that's Jalen Green, whether that's KPJ, whether that's Sengun, getting him some open shots, spacing in the wing, spacing in the corner, that'll be when Jabari Smith starts to put up some more efficient stat line. So I like that pick overall. Just give him some time. But that he's going to give you that defense from day one, and that's what this team really needs. After that, who do they take? It's blanking on me. But I like their other pick even more. Tari Eason. Oh my goodness. My bad. Tari Eason was a guy that I thought was like a borderline top 10 talent. Actually, not even borderline. He was a top 10 talent and borderline top 5, top 7 talent, in my opinion. I thought that his like pure athleticism, his size, his length, his motor, and just like his playmaking activity. Like this guy just fills the stat sheet, man. Points, rebounds, blocks, steals, whatever you want. He's active. He's constantly making an impact. You're never gonna like go a stretch on the court of like, where's Tari Eason? You know what I mean? Like you feel his impact. So I very much liked Tari Eason, that addition. I think they need these bigger bodies that can play like the 3-4 and even some small ball 5. And they kind of got that with Eason and a little bit with Jabari Smith Jr. as well. So I thought they knocked it out the park, man. I thought they really did. And it's just going to help that rebuild accelerates. Yes, sir. Smash that like button. Appreciate you, Jay. Pitre is going to be a handful, man. He is going to be a handful for offenses. I'm so excited, man. We got like basically my favorite player in the draft. Basically, man. Jalen Pitre is that dude. He's that dude, and everyone's freaking figuring it out. The media, the coaches, the players, they all praise him, man. He's the star of Texans camp as a rookie. Like, that does not happen very often, man. It really doesn't. But, you know, you watch his film at Baylor, you talk to him, you like understand how he is just wired like a great. That's really what it is. He's wired like a great. Someone that wants to be great and will be great. You can really, really tell when you talk to him. And so I'm so excited for the future with him, man. He's really going to be a building block for us. I'm excited. Who's slot wide receiver? I think it's going to be Chris Moore, man. He's been given some good competition there. And I mean, it's going to be between him, Dorsett, and Conley. I just don't really trust Dorsett. He's fast, but that's about it. Can he catch the ball? Can he really do much more than just run in a straight line? Chris Conley's very uninspiring. He's just like your typical like veteran wide receiver whose impact is better served as a mentorship than on the field, right? So I'm kind of no on those two guys. And Chris Moore, man, he flashed last year. He got 20. It was either 20 of his 21 targets or 21 of his 22 targets. I don't remember the exact things, but insane catch percentage, showed very good chemistry with Davis Mills. And he's a guy that's like never really been given an opportunity as a starter. When he was with the Ravens, he was mainly a special teams guy. And then when he came here, you know, he was buried in the depth chart as well. But when he got his opportunities, he showed out. So I think he's deserving of more of an opportunity to prove himself as a starter. So I like Chris Moore. We'll see how it goes. Tari is so he is, man. Thoughts on Jordan Davis and the Eagles? Man, like I would have loved for us to draft Jordan Davis. I think he was the best player available, like between him and Kyle. I think Kyle Hamilton was the best player available, but Jordan Davis was right there next to him and right after him. But we traded down. We took Kenyon Green, position of need. I think long term he's going to be a good player for us. But man, Jordan Davis would have been so fun for this defense. So fun for this defense. He would have given us that run defense that we need. Because if you remember last year, like the pass defense wasn't too bad in terms of the Texans, but it was really the run defense that just gashed us and was constantly putting us in like third and short situations. Constantly putting the opposing offense in third and short situations. And it just made it too easy. So he would have filled an immediate need for us. And he's such a high upside player too, with his athleticism, with his size. Like he's only going to continue to get better and better and better. And you've probably seen the clip, Ziad, on Twitter of him just absolutely bull rushing that center. And that's one of my guys, Cam Jurgens. That's one of my guys. But that's what you get with him, man. He's powerful. He's powerful. And in one-on-ones and practice like that, he's going to take you for a ride. Now, I do think the center did a fine job, as good as a job as he could do when you're giving up 70 damn pounds to Jordan Davis. He gave up ground slowly and stayed square. So it's kind of all the center can do in that situation. Like a center is never really going to have a one-on-one like that in a game because he's usually going to have help from a guard. So the guard comes in from the side, boom, whacks Jordan Davis out the way. So that play I think is a little overblown, but he's still a great player. Building block for that Eagles line, man. They're building it the right way. Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, scary. Appreciate you, Beige. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions. Then we're gonna get into ranking these these young Texans players, and then maybe I'll get back to more questions after. I like this question, Mario Alberto Gonzalez Munoz wants to know if Davis Mills and Pep Hamilton do overachieve. Do you see Pep leaving the Houston Texans? I think the only reason he would leave is for a head coaching position, and I'm not confident that he is going to get that opportunity. Now, it has nothing to do with his resume. There's just not a lot of opportunities for African-American coaches. That's really what it comes down to. There really isn't. The Texans have been one of the teams that have been willing to go that route, but as we've seen, not many other franchises are. So it's a supply and demand thing. There's really just not a lot of – there's only so many limited opportunities for a head coach each offseason anyways, and it's just the numbers just aren't in their favor, unfortunately. It's fucked up because I think Pep has an amazing resume. I mean, he's been a head coach before in the XFL, and he's got great OC experience. And if he does overachieve this year, there'd really be no more excuses. I mean, seeing what he has to work with at the Texans, but I don't see it, which is good for us. I mean, I want Pep here for a long, long time. I think he's very good for Davis Mills. So go for the Texans. I have a feeling Nico's going to break out. I hope so, man. I hope so. It comes down to really the offensive scheme, because all reports out of training camp are that Nico Collins has improved his route running, and he might have started slow in camp, but he's gained more confidence. As he gains more confidence, he's on a roll right now, and that's what you want to see. So for me, I want to see him working on his route running. Boom, that's checked off the list. Now I want to see preseason. How does he look in preseason? What is the offensive scheme like? How often are they going to actually throw him the ball? Is he really going to be the number 2 option behind Brandon Cooks? And what does the chemistry look like between Davis Mills and Nico Collins, right? Whenever we think about someone breaking out, we usually just think about that one player. But that one player's success is dependent on other players on the team, especially when we're talking about a wide receiver, man. How many talented wide receivers have we seen go to waste because they haven't had the quarterback play to, match their level of talent? I don't want that to happen to Nico Collins. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully Davis Mills and him are on the same page, can both take that step together. And then we see them connect more on, a lot of like throws that require timing, require chemistry. We saw last year, they didn't have the best, success when they were targeting Nico in the red zone. And I think that's really where we need to see a big jump, because this man is 6'4". This man jumped. I don't remember exactly how high. I'm going to check it right now. But this man jumped high. Nico Collins, vertical. I have to type really weird because I'm like bending over my mic to do it. All right, let's see. Did he not jump? Oh, 37.5 inches on the vertical. There you go, man. There you go. Like, he's got hops, he's got height, and he's got hands. He got the 3 H's. 3 H's right there. So I hope so, man. I really hope so. Chester Rogers can go get the window, man. He can get the window. How do I do this in the mirror? It's like inverted. So this way. No, this way. I can't bend my hand that way. How do I show you? That's how I do it. He can get the window. He can get the window right there. Chester Rogers. I don't know. I have nothing against Chester Rogers. I just don't have any expectations for him because he's never done anything in his career. So I don't know why that would change now. But yeah, I think it's Chris Moore's job to lose. Pep will only live for head coach. I agree. Caravaggio. Pep ain't leaving. He wants his son to stay in Houston and finish school here. Nova clap with the intel. Okay. 0 tucks given. I like this question, my guy, and I appreciate you for being a member. Oh, thank you. Hey, Jordan. Hope all is well. All is pretty well, man. Can't complain. How similar is Pep's scheme going to be as compared to his tenure with Luck? I'm excited for 2 tight end sets for sure. I think it's going to be pretty similar because for 2 reasons. Number one, usually offensive coordinators don't switch up their scheme unless there was like a big failure point. And there was never really a big failure point with Pep. So he had a lot of success in Indianapolis is what I'm trying to say. So why would you go away from it, right? Stick with what you're comfortable with if it had success. So that's one reason why I think it'll be the same. Number 2 is because we've already heard Davis Mills kind of break down Pep's scheme. And what he's talked about is how it's very similar to what Davis Mills did in college at Stanford. It's more of an old school pro style offense. You'll get under center a bit. You'll use 2 tight ends. You're going to try and establish the run. They're going to be a run first team. They're going to want to control the clock, control the possessions, keep possession of the ball, keep the defense off the field, and win the game through the ground. And then they're going to set up the play action game to get Davis Mills easier throws. That's really what Pep Hamilton and the Colts like to do back in Pep's time there. He loved to take advantage of, Dwayne Allen and Kobe Fleener, those tight ends. And right now, Davis Mills has looked sharp going to the tight ends. That's why a lot of his production is in the underneath game too, because they've been making a priority to target them. And Pharaoh Brown's down about, 15 pounds now? He was a lot heavier last season. He admitted himself that he felt slower. And so now he's trying to improve on that down season, slim down, looking skinny. Apparently he's being faster. So that's exciting because he's a really big target for Davis Mills up the seam, underneath, in contested situations and in the red zone. Hopefully he lives up to the camp hype right now. I am more excited about Brevin Jordan personally because I think he just has more potential, and the fact that he is in a younger stage of his NFL career makes it more likely that he is actually going to take that jump, right? It's more often that you see a sophomore take a jump than Pharaoh Brown's 6th year in the NFL, something like that. So that's why I'm more excited about Brevin Jordan. I think he's more athletic than Pharaoh Brown. I think he's got more juice. I think he's got more potential to be that tight end that, you can get him the ball on screens and he go get you some yak. You can have him run up the seam and he's going to get behind that linebacker and in front of the safeties and settle in that little dead zone. And then Mills can rip it up the seam to him. Boom, 15 yards every time. He's got the speed for that, man. He does. So I very much am excited about that 2 tight end offense. And I do think it is going to be similar. There you go. Welcome to the fam, Nova Clap. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. If you guys do want to join as well, the link is in the description. Once you become a member, this is for you, Nova. Go over to my YouTube channel page and then hit the community. You know what? I'll just show you on the screen. I do think you might have to. Actually, you should be on PC already if you're already doing this. And then after I give this little breakdown, then we will get onto the tier list of ranking these damn Texans young core. There you go. Okay, go to my channel, and then you'll see the community tab. Boom. And then community tab down here, you got a Discord link. You hit that link, you join the Discord. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the fam. That's really where I think the bulk of the worth of this membership comes from is that Discord. Discord's fire. The members in the chat right now, they can tell you Discord's fire. From there, you can find all the exclusive videos I've made in the past for team members. And yeah, ask me questions, whatever you want, man, whatever you want. So I appreciate you. Nick Casario is in the building. Nick Casario, hello. Texans could be getting another wide receiver, maybe. Ooh, Nick Casario, tell us all. Nick Casario is the GOAT, said by a one and wise Nick Casario. There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is $3.99 a month. It is. I'm really trying to, now that I'm in this new chapter of my life, really, after graduating university, my dream is to do something in sports, whether it's content creation, whether it's sports marketing, media, producing, writing, whatever it is. That's my dream, man. That's my dream. And so I'm just trying to make ends meet, pay the bills, and let this become something. And we'll see. It's totally okay. Yeah, I know. You chilling. You're chilling, man. Man, that was a time. Shout out to the real ones who remember Manhattan. Shout out to the real ones. Alrighty. Finally time. Enough diddly-daddlying. Can y'all see this? Yeah, y'all can. Okay, perfect. All right, so right here, I made a Houston Texans young core tier list. If you guys know Tier Maker, it's a fun little thing that you can do just to rank whatever you really want. So I put the link in the description. If you want to try this after me, go for it. It'll literally take you right to it, or you can search for this and you'll find it. It's listed on this website now, Tier Maker. But yeah, it's a really fun website. Never done one of these before, but I figured, you know what, why not? Just want to have some fun with you guys and just go for it. So we got 7 tiers here, from S, the highest, to F, the lowest. So it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and then very highest S, that's like your elite tier, top tier. So let's get to it. Let's rank these. I got like 16 Texans players here. They are guys on their rookie contracts. Most of them are, I like, you don't have like Austin Deculus here. You don't have Tegan Quitoriano here or whatever. Whatever. I would probably throw them an E, anyways. But I think these are the more core, more important rookies, and not rookies, young players to rank, anyways. So let's just get started. We'll start from bottom to the top. F tier. F tier is like a tier that, just because it's the lowest tier, you know what? I shouldn't even say that. I do have low expectations for them. F tier means low expectations. Whatever you give me is really just the icing on top. And my cursor has gravitated to the most improved player of the 2021 season, according to David Culley, Charlie Heck. Charlie Heck, the offensive tackle. What do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Do you think he deserves to be in the F tier? Because for me, he's a backup tackle, man. We have our starter set with Tunsil and Titus. If one of them gets injured, sure, throw him in there, whatever. But like, I'm not really expecting anything out of him. We saw last year, like when he did get his opportunities, I mean, he wasn't abysmal, but he did give up a lot of pressures and a lot of sacks whenever he got his minimal opportunities. As a run blocker, I don't think there's anything really positive there. As a pass protector, like I said, he lost reps. So I wasn't very happy with what I saw out of him, and I don't really have any expectations for him. I don't expect him to contribute to this team, and thus he is in the F tier. Let me read the chat. Let me see what y'all are saying. Absolutely despise Charlie Heck. Trill Pablo, tell me why. Oh, Trill Pablo, tell me why. Thank you, J-Rob. I appreciate that. I hope so too, man. Imagine going to the games, dude. Mike says Charlie Heck is below average to me, so I agree. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like he's like a very much like backup tackle. I didn't see starting qualities out of him when he did get the chance last year. So to me, he's bottom tier. He's F tier. There you go. All right, let's move on to our next player. Let me share my screen. All right, we got Charlie Heck in the F tier. Now, who is the man that is joining him? I'm looking, and I can't find who I had down there before. Where is Max Sharping at? Do I not have a Max Sharping in here? I swear I did. Am I just blind? Max Sharping. There is no Max Sharping. Okay. Well, I guess that ends it for F tier, but I would have thrown Sharping in there because I have absolutely no expectations for him whatsoever. Into the next tier, that is tier E. Now, who I'm going to put in this tier is just kind of because they're a late round rookie. Thomas Booker is where I'm going to start here in E. What is he? 6th round pick. We haven't really heard much out of him in camp, so the results haven't been there yet. But just because I'm putting him in the E tier doesn't mean I'm giving up on him. Doesn't mean I don't believe in him. I actually very much liked his tape and thought that he'd be a very good role player throughout the NFL. I think he's going to add great depth to this interior of the defensive line. But defensive tackles can take some time to translate. And so I think he's going to take some time as well. I don't think that we're going to see too much of him as a rookie. I think that's going to be, fulfilled by Malik Collins, Roy Lopez, Ross Blacklock, and who else ends up contributing there. But I'll put him in E just as these like mid to late round rookies that in the future they can be something and a really good depth piece. But right now we just got to just let them chill, just let them develop. So that's where I got Thomas Booker. After him, I was going to put someone else in there. I was going to put Ross Blacklock in there. And Ross Blacklock's a really tough one for me because I kind of want to put him in D. He's kind of like in between E and D for me because we have at least seen what Blacklock can do on the field. And there have been some flashes, but I need to see more. I'm not convinced yet. And every year, every training camp, we always hear good things about him and how he's been getting better and yada, yada, yada. But I want to see it on the field now, man. I want to see it on the field. So he's a guy in E that can very quickly move up to D. All right? I'm going to stop sharing and see what y'all think. What y'all saying? Tro Pablo says, oh, wait, let me go back. Charlie Heck isn't a starter. He's not good. Let's just say he's not good. He's just not good. It's plain and simple sometimes, man. Charlie Heck looks like a Molotov, Cody says. Man, okay. Cal gonna cut Charlie. Adios. Bye. He get in the window. Charlie Heck. Charlie Window Heck. There you go. I heard Max Sharpman's having a decent camp. I don't see him beating out Green. I don't either. But I did hear that he's slimmed down a bit, and that's good. Blacklock, I think, has to be in D. Okay. Yeah, I understand it, Jay. I understand it. That's the fun thing, Jay, is we're going to have you on. We're going to have Ryan on. I'm sure Ryan's ready, right? They're not ready, but he'll be here. And you guys can make your own with me. But I'm going to have Rocks Blacklock in E for now. Is there anyone else I see in E? I'm very much contemplating Garrett Owalo, but I think I'm going to throw him in D because of all the hype we've heard. Lovie Smith called him the most improved player. Is it another situation of Charlie Heck or not? I don't know. But we saw more than just camp reports with Garrett Owalo. We saw when he played last season, he had double-digit tackles versus the Jaguars. I think it was 11, maybe 12. You guys will correct me in the chat, but he showed promising stuff. Yes, it was against the Jaguars, but we can't fault him for who he plays against. He's just lining up, playing against whoever's in front of him, right? So I think he's in D, and we've heard that he's fighting for a starting role this year. You know, you've obviously got Kirksey at the Mike linebacker. You've got Cam McGrucher-Hill at the Will linebacker, but the Sam linebacker is an open position, and that could be Garrett Owalo. He's been learning all three linebacker positions to have that versatility. So he could start at Sam, or he could fill in at Mike or Will if some injury occurs. So I think he's in the D tier for us. Promising guy who should at least be good depth, very good special teams, and has the potential to be a decent starter. That sounds like D tier to me. That's pretty decent. Okay, who else will go in D tier? I think I want to throw. Okay, I'm definitely going to throw Christian Harris in there. I'm definitely throwing Christian Harris in there. Those two guys are very much on the same level to me in the sense that Christian Harris is very much a potential play. I said this when we picked him. Very much a potential play. He's got all the athleticism you could want. By all reviews, he's a very good person, good football character, hard worker. He went to Alabama. You know what I mean? He's done it at a high level. He's always been a high recruit. So he is someone that should pay off in the long run. I just think we're not going to see too much of an impact of him right away. I'm not sure that he starts, especially now that he had a little minor hamstring injury. But I do think he'll contribute as a rookie later in the season, probably second half of the season, and it's mainly going to be on passing downs, clear passing situations. Go blitz his fast ass, dude. 4.44 40-yard dash. Go blitz Christian Harris. He gonna get after the quarterback, man. So in the D tier for me, I think year one, you see some flashes. Year two, he can either be a very good situational linebacker or a potential starter. Year three is really where you see him as a full-time starter and a beneficiary to the defense. So that's where I'm going with the D tier. I'm very close to putting Brevin Jordan in the D tier, but I think I'm going to put him in the C tier. I think. Who else would be in the C tier? Oh, I was going to put John Mechie in the D tier simply because of I have high expectations for John Mechie. I love him. I'm very happy that we got the pick, but simply because of the cancer and that clouding his future. We just don't know. You just never know. Now, it is the most, doctors did say it is the most curable form of cancer and and the success rate, or the survival rate, is 70 to 90%. So it's very good odds, but just because it's not 100% guaranteed and we're not going to be able to see anything out of him this year, I'm going to put him in D tier for now. But I do think he can be our starting slot wide receiver for a decade. Okay. What do y'all think about that? Let's see. Let me stop sharing the screen. All has to be my C to D type player. I agree, but I have to put him in D though. Yeah. Jerry knows says I'm here so that someone can tell me I'm not crazy and got the steal of my draft with Pierce in round 16, man. Definitely draft Pierce, man. Definitely do it. They need to give you that training camp film. That way we can get a solid analysis. Dude, I would love to break down their freaking 11 on 11s, dude. Oh, I could spend hours doing that, man. But I'm also so excited for the first like game breakdown I give you guys. Hopefully they release the all 22 the preseason. Some years they do, some years they don't. But definitely that week 1 matchup, man, versus the Colts. I'm gonna be breaking it down. Whether we win, whether we lose, whether we get blown out, whether we beat them by 100, it's coming. Be ready for it. I'm so excited to get back into that, man. So excited. I'll give Wallow a D2. Okay. So I'm not being too pessimistic. They're saying Harrison's spending time with 1. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think Harris' ceiling this year could be a B if he starts off nice. Yeah, potentially. He has that. Okay, so that was a good point, Jay. And it's something I should have said is that even though I put Christian Harris in the D right now, he is one of these guys that has very much high potential to jump up and skip a tier, skip C and go straight to B. Absolutely. He's also in the best area for cancer treatment in the nation, referring to John Mechie III. Absolutely. So far, so good, Jordan. Easy. All right, let's go. Tavier Thomas would have been a good addition to the list. That's true. I guess I don't think of him as a young guy, but he is, right? Let me look at his age. Tavier on this page. Again, if you guys do want to try this tier list thing, I don't know what to call it. He's 26. Okay, so I should have included him in this. Maybe next time we'll redo this. Maybe after the preseason. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's redo this after the preseason. I'll add guys like Sharping, Tavier Thomas, whoever else you guys think I missed, and we'll have a reevaluation. We'll revisit this list and see after we get some preseason tape how this changes. But good call on that one, Kobe. Kobe got the goated name, man. Got the goated name. Woo. Cal, you cracking me up, man. You cracking me up. You gotta stop. All right, let's get it going. Onto the C tier. First guy I'm putting in there. First guy on this list, Brevin Jordan. Boom. Very excited about Brevin Jordan. Reports out of camp, he's been one of the better players, one of the more improved players. He's playing faster. He's slimmed down, and things are just clicking right now. Things are clicking for Brevin Jordan. He's got a lot of opportunity in this offense. We should be passing the ball a decent amount, and Davis Mills loves his tight ends. Oh my God, I can't speak. Davis Mills loves his tight ends. So I could see Brevin Jordan having like a year where he's like 300 to 400, 450 yards and maybe like 4 touchdowns. And that would be a very good step for the young rookie tight end. I think it would. So I'm putting him in the C tier. Boom. Who else goes in the C tier? Where do I put Roy Lopez, man? I'm struggling between the C tier and the B tier for Roy Lopez because what he has already shown us is that he can be a good starter, like a decent starter as a rookie, man, as a rookie. So I kind of want to put him in B because of that. Like, clearly he is a better player than Brevin Jordan, right? But this list isn't just about current talent, current production, it is about projecting the future as well. So, and I would say Brevin Jordan has like the same type of ceiling, or if not higher than Roy Lopez. At the end of the day, Roy Lopez is going to be a run stuffer. He's going to do the dirty work in the trenches, and every team needs that. But I don't know how much more he can be than just that. So I'm kind of thinking about putting Roy Lopez in the C tier. Let me come back to him. I'm definitely putting Dameon Pierce in the C tier. I want to put him higher, but he's a rookie at the end of the day. And, man, I'm so close to putting him in the B tier as well. But I'm going to put him in C for now. Until we see him in preseason and just make sure that all the praise that we're hearing out of camp translates to the field as well. But he's so close to that B, man. Okay, my next one might surprise people, might get some hate. Who knows? But actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. Is Brevin our future Waller? So the thing with Waller is he's bigger than Brevin. That's the only difference really between them in terms of like their skill sets, their styles, how they play on the field. Like it is similar in terms of like they're really just bigger wide receivers. You want to get the ball into their hands quickly, in the flat. You want to have them run up field on the drag route, on screens and whatnot. So I see the similarities there, but I would also say Waller is like a top 3 to 5 tight end in the league, and that's very high expectations for Brevin Jordan. Boy, he's a B tier. Boy, has to go in the C tier. Oh, what do I have him in now? Oof, y'all fighting. B or C? I don't know. Oh, I got donos. Oh, my bad. Oh, Jerome. The homie Jerome is here with his $7 as always. My guy. Question. Does Pitre have potential to be the best safety in Texans history after only a few seasons? Woo. Well, let's think about it. Who would you say is the best Texans safety in team history? I would say it's Dameon Manning. Definitely. Am I wrong with that one? Am I just completely forgetting someone? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So can he be better than Dameon Manning after only a few seasons? Can you all still hear me? It just froze. Oh no. We back. I apologize for that. I am here. Okay, we're back to Jerome's question. I think he has the potential to be. I think so too. I don't think the bar is too high. Like I love Dameon Manning, and I guess no, you know what? That's the wrong thing to say. I think after a few seasons is maybe a bit optimistic, but throughout his entire career, yes, I absolutely think he has the potential to be the best safety in Texans history. Pro Bowler, even have a few All-Pro seasons in there. But I definitely think that Jalen Pitre's potential is sky high when you talk about his athleticism, his playmaking characteristics. Like this dude is just always around the ball. And when you really think about, guys' resumes and what gets them the accolades of a Pro Bowler, of an All-Pro, it's do you have the ball production? Do you get the interceptions? Do you get the pass breakups? Do you force fumbles, recover them? How many tackles do you have in a season, right? And Jalen Pitre is going to be that guy for the Houston Texans to rack up everything, man. Everything. So I would absolutely say he has the potential to be the best safety in Texans history. Throughout his career, after only a few seasons, it's tough, like 2 to 3 seasons, like probably not. But throughout his career, absolutely. Cal, sparing some little billions of dollars for your boy with $2 donation. I appreciate you. Some tanking for a punter. Hey, do it. If you send me $2, send me $2 every hour on the hour. You can do whatever you want. All right. Let me catch up on these. Comments. Roy has to go in the C tier. Take the emotions out of it. Okay, Jay. Okay, I hear you. Weird to think Malik Collins is only 27. That is weird, huh? He seems older. He seems like he's been in the league for a hot minute. Bernard Ballard. Oh, Texans really ran through some randos, huh? Honey Badger. Yeah, see, that's the thing is like he had a solid time with us, but like I really don't think of Tyrann Mathieu as a Texan. Like I really don't feel like that he made like a long-term impact on us. right? Great player, not taking anything away from his career, but for us particularly, and he really even had a down year when he was with us. I think of him as a Cardinal and a Chief. Dempsey Manning were studs back. Someone was gonna. Oh, there's Jerry's comment. No, you can't. You can't. Don't tell Q. Don't tell Q. Nobody tell Q. You tell Q, you get the window, Jerry. All right. You weren't here when the window was originally introduced. But this is where I send people I disagree with that be troublemakers in this stream. So I'm watching you. All right. What's good, Jaquarius? I'm doing good, man. I'm chilling with the homies. Jay, Ryan, is Ryan here? Ryan ain't here, is he? I'll have Jay on. Jay, I'll have you on in a second. I apologize. Once I finish this tier list, I'm gonna speed it up now because I got dinner to eat. Okay, let's get back to the tier list now. We just were talking about the B tier. No, we were talking about the C tier still. I put Dameon Pierce in there, just trying to be a little cautious. I could very easily put him in the B tier, but at the end of the day, he's a rookie. And I'm going to save those higher tiers for the rookies. There's only 2 guys down there. Yeah, maybe. So C tier, last guy I put in there. Y'all going to give me the window for that one? Y'all going to push me out my own window? Davis Mills in the C tier in terms of our young core. That might be a questionable one. But for me, let me explain my reasoning and why I put it there is that I'm saving the B, the A, the S tier for guys that I'm very confident will be, maybe let's say top half of the league at their position or Pro Bowlers or all pros. That's what I'm saving the B, the A, the S tier for. C's are like solid to good starters. And at the end of the day, that's what I think Davis Mills can be, a solid to good starting quarterback. The thing is, I believe, from what I've seen, I hope I'm wrong, but I think that he's going to be the type of guy that will succeed very well when you give him the proper weapons, give him the proper offensive line, have a good scheme in place, have a decent defense. Then he can give you, some Kirk Cousins-like seasons. But from what I've seen so far, I'm just not sold that he's going to be a guy that can carry an offense and really be a superstar like that and be, an MVP candidate type of quarterback, be a Pro Bowl type of quarterback. I'm just not sold on that yet. So I'm putting him in the C tier for now. But it should tell you that I don't think lowly of him, that I put him in the same tier as Dameon Pierce and Brevin Jordan. Because you guys know how much I love those 2 guys. You guys know. So Davis Mills in the C tier. Where would you guys put him? Where would you put Davis Mills? You're doing yourself with the Tyrant's like, I got you, Jerry. I appreciate you for the $5. Thank you very, very much, man. I miss just talking to y'all like this, man. This is why I want to bring back these streams. Remember Mondays? They're going on every week from now. I don't even think I said that in the beginning. But if you're new to the stream, if you didn't catch me earlier, today's just a very casual stream. Just want to chat with y'all, interact with y'all. We're going to be doing this every Monday. We'll call it Member Mondays. We'll have the members come on to the stream as well. And yeah. Fair. Okay. Davis is a C. Mario says I'm fair. I'll put Mills in the G tier. I probably put him in B tier. That's fair. Okay. So at least I'm not it's not like I'm putting him in F tier or something, right? Some people would say they put him in B, and that's totally fair. And so I'm only a tier off of where most people would put him. I probably put him B tier. Yes, sir. Okay. He's above C. Okay. Mills is C plus, but still C. I can see that. Absolutely. I can see him being in between that B and the C. Kobe got with the A plus. Okay. We got the Davis Mills stand over here, Kobe. The Davis Mills stand. Okay, so now the last guy I'm considering in this tier is Roy Lopez. I want to put him in B, man. I want to put him in B. But I have to stick to what I said before is do I think Roy Lopez at the end of the day can be maybe a top half of the league defensive tackle, a top 16 defensive tackle? I don't know. I don't think so. Not right now. I think what his position is as a run stuffing nose tackle is just not that high of a ceiling to really be that. So he'd have to take big steps as a pass rusher to get there. And I haven't seen anything from him as a pass rusher. So I think I'm going to cautiously put him in C. Just cautiously put him in C. That's the biggest tier right there. 4 guys in C. We got 6 guys left. I can't count right. No, I can count right. 6 guys left, 3 tiers left. Let's move on. All right, first up in the B tier, I'm putting Kenyon Green. I do think he's a guy that can be a top half of the league guard. Do I think he's going to be a perennial Pro Bowler and potential All-Pro, which would be guys for A and S? Maybe not. But I do think he's going to be a good starter who has some seasons as a top half of the league guard. I do think that. So top 16 guard. So I like Kenyon Green there. I wish we were able to see and hear more about him in camp. It seems like they were progressing him a bit slowly. He had to earn the first team reps. And then once he finally got the first team reps and was kind of building that confidence, and now he's dealing with a minor injury. And so Lovie Smith hasn't disclosed how long he'll be out for. They've been keeping that stuff under the wraps, but it should be okay. They said though they should get him back soon. So that's encouraging. But Kenyon Green right now for the B tier. I'm also going to throw Nico Collins there in the B tier. And he's someone that is also like in this like mix of the, is he a C? Is he a B? But I just think the potential is so high with Nico that I can very much see him being a top half of the league wide receiver. If he is the right quarterback, if it's in the right scheme, if he's in more of a pass heavy scheme, I think he can get there, man. I mean, the sky's really the limit for him at his size, at his speed. It's absurd. So you guys know I love Nico Collins. I've loved that pick since day one. He's been one of my guys when I was scouting wide receivers. So keeping him in the B tier. Love his potential. And he's been one of the best players in camp, man. He's just been getting better every single day, every single week, and really stacking and growing that confidence. So let's go, Nico. All right. This is where things get tricky. We got 4 players left, 2 tiers. I'm going to say the next player I'm thinking about right now is Titus Howard. And I'm deciding, is it B? Is it A? Is it B? Is it A? Is it B? Is it A? I want to say A because out of all the players right now that I've listed already, he is clearly the best player, right? No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. He's the best player on this list right now. Can he be a Pro Bowler? Can he be a Pro Bowler? I think he would need to take some big strides, but I think the potential is there. So I'm going to put him in A. I do think, if we just keep him at damn right tackle, he's going to be a very good starting tackle who can be a top half of the league tackle and maybe have a Pro Bowl appearance, 1, maybe 2 in the right year. He's getting a lot better as a run blocker, but as a pass protector, that dude's already there, man. That dude's already there. He's already there as a pass protector. So I'm having Titus Howard in A. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Titus is B. Okay. Green is C. Yeah. Say Roy is a B. Person, he had a solid rookie year. I can only see him improving, but I can understand why. Okay, that's fair. I can do that, Nick. I can do that. Another stream. Nico can be a willing type of player. I think so too. Like a low end wide receiver 1 or a very, very high end wide receiver 2. Absolutely. Titus is a B. Oof. Titus, when healthy, can be an A, but he hasn't been healthy all the time. Got to go B. Okay. A high B, low A type of guy. That's what I'm feeling too, right, Alex? That's what I'm feeling too. You know what? Okay. Let me listen to y'all. Let me put him down tier. No, I can't do that to him. That's my boy. I like Titus Howard too much, man. I'm putting him in A. Fuck it. It's good. Okay. Next guy. And this is going to hurt me to do. No, you know what? Fuck it. No. Okay. These 3 guys, I could easily make the argument that they're all in S tier. I could easily make the argument. I'm going to throw Stingley in there right now because I'm more I think it's safer to say that he should be our S tier, prospect. Absolutely. 3rd overall pick, You know, we've only picked in the top five times in team history. He's the 5th one. So the expectations for him are through the roof. He's always been a high recruit. He's competed at the highest level for his entire career, always been better than players older than him when he was younger, which is always, you know, if you play sports, you know that's like a testament to your talent. 18-year-old true freshman at LSU, started all the games, 6 interceptions, 15 PBUs. Like his resume is insane up to this point. He deserves to be in the S tier. Derek Stingley Jr., baby. I don't think I'll get any questions, comments, or concerns on that one. These other two are very much up to debate. Like, I love Grenard. Like, you guys know me. Like, I love Grenard. He was a guy I targeted for the Texans in the 3rd round, and they took him in the 3rd round that year. I got to interview him, break down film with him. Like, he is my guy, and I really like him and what he's done so far. I really like his potential. He's my guy. And he also pairs that with the production on the field with, 8.5 sacks last year in just 12 games. So he's at least an A, and there's an argument for him in the S tier. I just don't know if I'm ready to put him in the S tier. Is he the same caliber of prospect and potential that Derek Stingley is? Like Derek Stingley, we're talking about multiple Pro Bowls, All-Pro recognition. That's his potential, right? Jonathan Grenard, I think I see him as a Whitney Merciless. Like on a contending defense, you'd rather him be your number 2 than your number 1. Like he's not the JJ Watt type of guy, right? That's kind of how I see Grenard. Maybe I'll be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he can be our JJ Watt. But I do see him more as that guy who will have some 8, 9, 10 sack seasons rather than the 12, 15 sack seasons, right? So I kind of want to put him in A. But he's I'm gonna do it. Oh wow, look, we got like a perfect little pyramid going. Like if you like flip your head, it's like a perfect little pyramid. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you got 3, 2, 2, 1. But it looks good. But yeah, I'm gonna put Grenard in there for now. That's a tough one, man. That might be the toughest one yet. He's like an A+, like A++++++, man. But I just can't put him in an S tier just yet. Next season, he gets double-digit sacks. Okay, yes, sir. Put him in an S tier. But until then, he's an A, and then the highest possible tier of A. Now, Pitre, this might be. Who am I fucking kidding? Who am I kidding? Come on. You know where I'm gonna put Pitre. That's my guy. Come on. Now, I think Stingley is a safer bet to meet the requirements of what I said in the S tier of a multi-year Pro Bowl, potential All-Pro guy. But I think Pitre's right, like just a step down from him in that sense, man. Just a slight step down. And we're already seeing and hearing the reviews of him. You hear more about Pitre than you do about Stingley, man. He's made more plays. He's got 3 interceptions in camp already. He's flying around the field. Just has a nose for the football. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, when Jerome was asking the question about Pitre and his potential, man, like this is a guy who's gonna rack up the stats every single game. And so I think he's gonna get rewarded for that with the accolades. And I think he's in my S tier of Texans prospects, man. So that's how my tier is gonna look. It's very like difficult, like only having 7 tiers. But that's how I would stack it up right now. I'm going to take a photo. Let me take a little snapshot. Snip and tool that. Bitch. Boom. Okay. Save that and post that to Twitter later. But now that we've done that, I wanted to get my boy Jay on here. Jay, do you want to do video as well or just audio? I know we usually do audio, but I'm on StreamYard now, not OBS, and so it's a little different. But I think I can get, like, you can just, like, I'll send you the StreamYard link, and if you don't want to go video, you can just turn your camera off. Post a link on Twitter to your Twitter so we can make our own. Yeah, so the link's in the description, and I also tweeted out. If you go to my Twitter, I'm pretty sure I tweeted it. I tweeted it when I went live. Yeah, I did. So it's on my Twitter. Can't listen to audio. What you mean? Anyways, either works for me. Okay, I'll send you the link right now, Jay. Jay is one of our team leaders. He's also just like a brother to me at this point. And so he's one of our team leaders, which is one of our memberships. Where's Discord? And so that is why he's getting into the stream with your boy. If you guys want to have the same perks and privileges, the link is in the description to join the Texans Thoughts team. There are 2 different tiers. One's for $3.99 a month. One's for, I believe, $9.99 a month. Jay, do you have where? I do have you on Twitter. I was about to say, I'm tripping. But I forget what your thing is because it's not just Jay, right? Okay, text. What's your Twitter, Jay? Because my freaking Discord on this is undownloaded apparently, so I can't add you at the moment. But I will get you in there 1 second. Aaron Wilson tweeted something interesting. Let's see what Aaron Wilson tweeted. Let's see what he tweeted. That's the man right there. If you want anyone to follow in the Texans like world and who to like best keep up to date with all the news, if there's one follow, like it's Aaron Wilson right there, man. It really is. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Okay, Aaron Wilson tweeted, the NFL Players Association would like for designee Peter C. Harvey to conduct a hearing in appeal of Deshaun Watson disciplinary matter. Whether Clark will hold one or instead rely upon written responses to make his decision remains unsolved per source. Oh my goodness. Would like for designee Peter C. Harvey to conduct a hearing in appeal of the Deshaun Watson. Huh. The replies. Hopefully he doesn't listen to the NFLPA. You know, honestly, I am not the most legally educated person in the world. My legal knowledge starts and ends with the TV show Suits. The Dex Raven, that's what it is. Okay, I'm sending it to you right now, Jay. My bad. The Dex Raven. The Dex Raven. There you go. I do follow you. Alrighty. DMing ya. Should be in your Twitter DM, Jay. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with the Discord, but it's not on this computer for some reason. What was I going to say? Yeah, my legal knowledge starts and ends with the TV show Suits. So I don't know too much about all that. But if you go to the Backpedal podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you listen to your podcasts on, me and John Crumpler did a episode with Mike Meltzer, who does Texans sports radio. He's a Houston attorney, and he laid it all out for us. Like, he educated me like nothing else, man. Oh my goodness. That was a killer episode. I love doing that with Mike. But that was a great breakdown of everything Deshaun Watson legal related. So you want to go check that out. Search up the Backpedal podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And it's the latest episode. Hey, we got the boy Jay in here. Let's go. Ooh, I like the setup though. The black and red, Jay, looks clean.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta make it look nice. You know how it goes.
Ooh, I need to take lessons from you though. My background is plain.
Gotta get to that permanent spot. Gotta get that house, man.
Exactly.
Texas.
Dude, I'm so ready to have my own crib and just it'd be so nice. Have my own little like office space. I can really like soundproof everything, get my jerseys hung up. Like, I'm pumped.
Facts. When you get that, let me know so we could come crash that house party.
I got you. You know it, Jay. You know it.
You know how it is.
You gonna go to Texans game this year?
I am actually. Wednesday, I will be at training camp.
Nice.
So, I got to go see my father, Lovey Smith. For those who don't know, my dad has the exact same beard as Lovey. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. You'll see pictures of my dad there. He looks exactly like Lovey.
You'll also see pics of Jay's killer barbecue. Oh my goodness, this man is Gordon Ramsay with it. Woo.
I wish, bro. I ain't that good.
the black Gordon Ramsay. So I think.
And to answer the question for everybody, tonight I didn't cook anything. It was the wife. She spoiled me. She made the food. But later I'll be making some barbecue. So keep a head up for that. I might bring something to a game sometime.
There you go, Jay. Have you started the podcast? I know you want to start one. How's that?
I haven't yet. Kind of started running out of time. Time is a crappy thing when you work full time and you go to school full time, and life is just there. But I do plan on starting it pretty soon. I kind of wanted to start jumping in, especially when the season starts. Maybe after the first preseason game. I don't really want to step on your toes, though. I was just going to kind of go with the what did I see. I'm not the film breakdown guy. I just kind of look and see what I see, and kind of use some of that video that I have from the NFL Plus membership. If y'all haven't got it, get it. It's going to have some all 22 in there as well. So
awesome, man. Dude, I'm excited for it. You got to let me know once you start recording. And if you ever need anything from me, I got you. But okay. Is there anything you want to ask me, or do you want to get into doing this tier list? Because I want to hear your thoughts on the tier list, man.
First question I want to ask is, man, how was it traveling the world?
Dude, it was so fun. It was so it was genuinely like a once in a lifetime experience. I never thought I would do something like that, honestly. Like, because before I went to Europe and Asia, I'd never been to those continents. I'd never left North America. And I had done your basic New York, Los Angeles, Florida, like that stuff as a kid, like go to Disney World and stuff, go see the Empire State Building, And it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But I had never experienced different continents and different cultures like that. Like, it was so different. Each country was a different culture shock and so different from one another. I loved it. I feel like I learned so much about the world, so much about myself. And I just got to relax and have a good time, man. It was really, really fun. I recommend anyone to do it who's able to do it. And yeah, it was amazing. You been to any countries in Asia or in Europe?
No, I haven't, but my dream is, and y'all will hear it from me first because it is what it is. I'm a giant nerd, so Japan and South Korea. Yes. I'm also a giant foodie, so
Japan, dude, I see it for you. Yes,
Japan is it, bruh. Like fresh sushi, game. Just Japanese food, ramen, game. Like, I'm a killer. Y'all don't even know. Teju bulgogi, just regular bulgogi. Just, man, let me get into China as well. Let me get some of that food. All about that food.
Dude, I'm with you on that 100%. Japan, for me, it was Italy #1, which I got to do this year, and then Japan was #2. Wasn't able to do that because it's kind of an expensive place to go travel. So I did Southeast Asia instead. It was a little bit easier on the financials. But definitely, hopefully next year, or at least in the foreseeable future, man, Japan's up there, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, especially, aren't they still on kind of like a lockdown still?
I believe you have to wear masks everywhere. So that's implemented. But other than that, I don't know too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food, absolutely insane. And yeah, Korea too. I went through, when I was coming back, there was so many connections. I can't even remember. It was Vietnam to South Korea to New York, then to Toronto. So I was in South Korea. I was only got to experience the airport, but that place is futuristic. It's clean. Like, everyone's so nice. Like, the food is amazing. I thought the airport food was better than some of the food I was having like in some of the other countries. Like,
in South Korea?
Yeah.
Dude, South Korea is bomb though, man. So when I grew up, I always tell people this. When I grew up technically eating 2 dinners every day because I would eat obviously I fell into a vat of acid here. You can see it, but like I would have my mom would make soul food and really good food when I was growing up. Yeah. And I would eat dinner at my house, and I would go down the street to my buddy's house, and he was South Korean, and I would get that Korean food every night. And if he wasn't home, I would go up the street to my other friend's house who was Vietnamese, and I would get Vietnamese food. And he was a chef. So I was living the life as a child. But they're gone now. We've all grown, and I've lost my connections. So I've learned to make that stuff.
That's so nice. You had a little nice connection of sampling not the entire world, but like some very nice culture stuff, especially for food. Like, damn.
Yes, sir.
Damn. That's crazy. So hopefully you get to do that soon with the wifey. But yeah, you got any? How's your summer? You got any fun summer plans you've done or you have in the works?
So the summer is going to be, well, not much really. It's mainly just work, just work some more. Learn some more. And then The season starting. Football is back, baby.
Baby.
And if y'all watch the quick little plug to for those of y'all who didn't watch the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame inductee stuff, one of my dad's friends growing up was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Damn.
So that was awesome. I remember when I was a kid, he called the house and he was like, "Is your dad there?" And I was like, "Who is this?" And he was like, "It's Bryant." And I was like, "Bryant who?" And he was like, "Bryant Young." And I was like, "Bryant Young who?" And he was like, "Yo, San Francisco 49ers, 97. Grew up with your dad. You know, we went to the same school." And I was like, "Oh, snap." So almost fainted on the phone. So yeah, I now know a Hall of Famer, man.
Hey, there you go. And soon you'll know a lot more when you go to Texans training camp. You meet Derek Stingley, you meet Jalen Pitre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It'll be a good day.
Whose signature are you most looking forward to getting?
I'm not gonna lie. I want Stingley and I want Pitre. That's for me. My grandfather and my father, who my name comes from, they were Bears fans. They're from Chicago. And Lovey, you got to grab that Lovey for him. In fact, for my dad and my grandfather, I'm grabbing some Bears stuff and having them. I'm gonna try and get to Lovey and get him to sign some stuff if possible.
Man, that's very noble of you, Jay. Always thinking about others. Always putting others before you.
I have to. They're trash. I mean, the Bears. I got to do something for them, right?
That's true. That's true. They're a poverty franchise, so.
But it is what it is. I'm there for them.
Awesome, man. All right, you want to do this tier list?
Yeah, let's jump into this tier list.
Let's do it. Alrighty. Okay, let me reset this. First of all, okay, 1 to 10. What do you give my tier list?
Honestly, I'm gonna say I pretty much agree with everything you've got here. I don't really have many changes.
Okay.
There might be some jockeying around of some people. But 90% of everybody you got there, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. 9.6. We'll go with that.
How do I 9.6 out of 10? Beautiful. Okay. I don't know how I reset this.
Don't even have to. I'm gonna tell you right now. Keep Heck where he is.
Okay.
Keep everybody in the D tier and below where they are.
Okay. So we're starting with the C tier.
We'll start with the C tier. I think we're actually pretty good here. I was debating Mills on the B, but I think that's the hype. I think he's got to stay there. I think him and Roy are the highest, like in that C tier.
Yeah.
Right now, based off of potential alone, I think Brevin's up there, but can Brevin block? Right. We know he can catch. We know he can run in open space. We know he can kind of move. But can he block? We don't know that yet. We know Dameon Pierce he's been showing out. He's been doing really good. But will that translate onto the field, or will teams bottle him up? We won't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think your B tier is pretty good. I like Nico in the B,
but
he's been injured, right?
Okay.
My big thing is that availability, right? If you're not there, I got to keep him there because he's like I'm trying to be as objective as possible. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep him. Man, it's a rough list. Titus, I could see he's got to be A or B. It's hard for me because I don't think he's played a full season yet. I think he's been injured the whole time, and that's where I waver with the A bit. I think Titus has got to be a B.
Okay, our first change. Okay.
I think he's got to be a B.
Okay, follow-up question. Do you see him? I believe this is his last year with the team, correct? Do you see him staying with us?
Titus?
Yes, sir.
I think we kind of screwed Titus for getting a big payday elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because we moved him all over the place and didn't allow him to settle in a position. And that's not his fault. We should have kept him at guard. I'm not necessarily sure he would have gotten higher than a B tier at right guard if he would have played. all those years at that position because not guard at a tackle, right tackle. If he would have, I don't think he would have gotten much higher. And the only reason I say that is because if he would have, we didn't have a good right guard, and he is not going to make whatever guard is there better, and he hasn't. He's done good to stonewall people coming off the edge, but the right guard is still a turnstile, worse than a turnstile, worse than wet paper. They're just letting people through. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I got to keep him in the B tier.
Okay.
A tier is.
It's tough, right? It's tough thinking about Grenard and Pitre and Stingley.
This is a tough one for me because Grenard has been in the same boat. Grenard has also been injured. Grenard was a flash in the pan last year with 8 sacks to start the year, and he was dominant. And it looked like he was going to go and he was going to get them double-digit sacks, and then he just kind of faded because he got injured.
Yeah.
Pitre, I think this is the rough one. Okay. I kind of agree with your bit that that Stingley is the S off the bat, right?
Yep.
Pitre though. Okay. Pitre is
more questionable. It's more questionable.
But based on how he's been showing out and what he's been doing in camp, how do you not put him in the S tier? I want to start him in A tier, but he's got me so hyped. It's man, it's real easy for him to be S tier.
It's so easy, right? And for all the other guys, I was trying to play it a little bit more cautious and a little bit more, safe and put them down a tier. But Pitre's different, man. Pitre's my guy. So
I think that's the problem is that he's watching his tape and watching his film, and then you see it translating.
Exactly.
And then you hear Lovey talking about him. And you hear Mills talking about him, and everybody talking about him, and offensive coaches are talking about him, defensive coaches are talking it is what it is. And don't you, Corey Jackson, I see you there, man. Don't you be saying no Stingley is Hargreaves 2.0. Get that junk in.
Get
the window.
Don't do it to us, man. Don't do it to us like that.
That ain't it.
Let me go through the chat real quick. I appreciate you for giving us your tier list, Jay. I like it. I agree with it. I think the one move you made was putting Titus down a tier, which I totally understand. But other than that, we aligned very, very well. I love it. Did we leave Pierce or Booker off the list? Pierce and Booker are there. Pierce is
Pearson C.
C. Booker is E. Booker, I was kind of surprised we didn't hear anything about Booker this camp. But hey, he's a rookie. 6th round pick. It is what it is.
Yeah, I suspect he's going to be some depth, or he might be practice squad.
I think so too. And I think look at the DTs we've had in the past. Is I'm using Roy Lopez and Ross Blacklock as the case studies. Roy Lopez producing as a rookie is very much the outlier. That is not the norm. For a 6th round rookie to do what he did compared to a 2nd round rookie in Ross Blacklock, Blacklock is taking more of the typical development path. Maybe, obviously you'd like to see a bit quicker for a 2nd round pick, but that's typically how it works for these defensive tackles. It usually takes them 2 to 3 years. So that's what I would expect as well for Thomas Booker. I wouldn't expect him to contribute as a starter like Roy Lopez did. That's why he's an E tier.
Roy, I think, is a bit different. His size, I think he's a little bit bigger than.
That's true.
We talk about Blacklock in that DT position, but Blacklock's smaller. You would see him more on the outside rather than the inside. I think that's where Roy kind of jumps him in that list in terms of why he's developing a little faster. But that's not saying Blacklock is trash. It's just he's taking longer to develop. I think Roy takes a bigger leap. He did lose some weight, I think we saw. Put on some muscles. He lost some size. Will that hurt him on the inside? I don't know. Did he get stronger? I don't know. I want to see him in camp. I want to kind of do my evaluations. But we'll see. I'm really excited to see our young guns.
I think that's a great point, honestly, because you talk about like they do different things as in terms of their jobs. Like Roy Lopez is very much your run stuffing nose tackle. And for that, you be big, you understand where the run is going, and if you play with good technique, you're chilling. Like there's not a whole lot of like it's not a super big hurdle to jump going from college to the NFL, if that makes sense. Whereas Blacklock playing the 3 tech and moving to the 1 tech as well, he's had to do a lot more. He's played in 2 different systems as well, going from 3-4 to 4-3, and so he's had a little bit more on his plate to deal with. So, yeah, I'm with you. Mike had a good point. He said, I feel like Pierce is going to be like Carlos Hyde, and that's kind of one of the comparisons I've been throwing around out there too, ever since I saw his Florida tape, is, he's this bowling ball guy. Right, he's a little shorter, a little stockier. He's wide, he's muscular, and you want him getting downhill between the tackles as a power runner. You can count on him in the 3rd and short situations, truck over a defender, just fall forward, gain that extra yard or 2. But then also, like if things are blocked up decently for him, like Carlos Hyde and same thing with Dameon Pierce, like they can break a few runs every once in a while. They can't. They got the acceleration. They may not have like the long speed of like Christian McCaffrey or Alvin Kamara or something, but like they got plenty of speed. It's not a liability in that sense. So I like that.
When we say Carlos Hyde, do we mean was it 2019 Carlos Hyde, or do we mean Carlos Hyde after? Because he kind of fell off a cliff.
Definitely not Carlos Hyde after. I would definitely say maybe I would honestly say prime Carlos Hyde and like 2019 Texans. Carlos Hyde is like kind of in the same tier. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. 2019 Hyde.
Are we saying that he's going to be that longer? Because Carlos Hyde never reached that tier until he got to us and played in that style of offense. So I think he can start there. I think Pierce can start at that 2019 Carlos. Not necessarily getting 1,000 yards, but maybe 600-700 to start, and then he maybe year 2, year 3 he's hitting 1,000 yards routinely.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think and people are saying in the chat, shout out to Primetime Buyer for making it. People are saying 49ers Hyde in the chat. Like I do agree with you in the sense that like he kind of had one of his best years with us. Let me pull up his stats just so I'm not completely butchering this, but
he definitely had his best year with us. I think that was his only 1,000-yard rushing year.
It was, but he had some that were close. Let me pull this up. He had 2 years with the Niners that it was around 900, and I think he just didn't play the full season. Is that what it was? Okay, so he played 13 games in 2016. That was his first big breakout season. Had 988 yards, 6 touchdowns, and then near 1,000, 8 touchdowns. But yeah, statistically, best season was with the Houston Texans. And if you look at it, it's like that's when he had the highest volume, 245 carries. Like we pounded the rock with Carlos Hyde. That was our identity, man. I remember that was everything. Like the ground game, to set up the RPOs and the play action for Watson. That was it, man. It lived and died through Hyde. If Hyde had a good day, the offense would be rolling. And so I can very much see that same impact with Dameon Pierce, like him being that engine of the offense. If he gets it rolling, if the O-line has given him the opportunities to hit some sort of space, because last year there was nowhere for any running back to run. I don't care if you're Barry Sanders. I don't care if you're Jesus. You were not running behind that Texans O-line. So hopefully it's better this year. But
I think the problem also with the Texans O-line was that the way we were running last year. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a season ticket holder as well. And my seats are like north-south in terms of field view. So I sit at the end zone. And I can see a lot of that, like almost straight all 22 view. And what I usually see is the Texans running up the middle, which is the weakest spot for them to run. It makes no sense why they kept doing that and why Tim Kelly thought that was a good idea when we probably should have been bouncing runs to the outside. But I don't know. We'll see with Pierce what he does. But
no, you're right. And I think what it is like he comes from that, Tim Kelly comes from that New England style of coaching tree of offense. And they love the power run game. They'll love to run it up the gut with whoever the running back is. We think it's back to like guys like LeGarrette Blount, right? That's like the epitome to me of like the Patriots power run game. That's always the guy I remember. It's just this big ass dude running through between the tackles. And so that's kind of what Tim Kelly wanted to do, but he didn't have the O-line for it. And he had David Johnson and Rex Burkhead. And who even else played running back for us last year, Jay? I can't even remember.
We had Rex. We had. Did David Johnson even play? I mean, he might have played.
He had a few, but
shoot, we got that dude from the Broncos.
oh, Philip Lindsay was ass. I was so hyped about him.
He was for one game amazing. When all three running backs got a touchdown, he was good for that one game. We had Mark Ingram too.
Oh, we had Mark Ingram,
David Johnson, and Philip Lindsay, and that was good. And then we got that other dude from the Broncos, I think, who
Royce
played
Freeman.
Royce Freeman, and then we were trash.
Wow, Jay, this roster, man.
This
is the 2021 roster.
I thought Scotty got cut. Scotty. Scotty's cut.
Yeah, they only have him for 3 games down here. Jalen Samuels took some reps for us. Royce Freeman, like, oh my goodness, all these random names. So now you've got Rex Burkhead. Only one running back stayed, huh? Wow. Interesting.
Yep. Well, we cut Lindsay. We traded Ingram. Yeah. That's ugly.
The roster has changed a lot. A lot, man. But good thing, because it was not very good last year.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Jerry's like great point here. He said we had 3 of the best burnt out backs in the league. Like if we were talking like 2017, can you imagine that? Philip Lindsay, David Johnson, Mark Ingram.
Oh, we'd have destroyed. We'd have been the Ravens because we were just running all over them. And honestly, I mean, we got to look back. I got to smack myself in the face. I thought that's what we could have had to start. But nah. Yeah, I agree that nobody with UTTR, nobody is hyping Mac. It's not happening.
Yeah, Mac in camp, I've heard like a few decent things out of him. Is that like he's kind of gotten better over time, and he had a couple runs that he sprung big. But for the most part, Pierce has been by far and away the best running back.
Yeah,
so.
And I think Quentin Dent said that Rex was doing pretty good as well. So.
Yeah, Quentin said Rex was looking slim, looking fast, which is good for a 32-year-old man, keeping that body preserved. I think he hopefully he's just the third down guy for us, really, and not taking carries and reps away from Dameon Pierce. But we'll see. Primetime Vari has a good point here, and this ties to what you said as well, Jay, in terms of them just running down the middle so hard-headedly. It's not even a word, but y'all get my point. Vari says we use Lindsay so wrong. Philip was an outside zone type of running back, and we run down the middle, man.
I do have a little counterpoint to that because when Lindsay had the ball last year, he would run to the outside. He just wouldn't cut. He would wait, and then eventually get caught in the backfield. Tunsil would generally bust that open, or Howard would generally bust something open to where there was enough of a gap that if he just cut and went upfield, he'd have 3, 4, 5 yards easy. But he chose to not cut. You can go back and watch the tape on that. That was a routine thing that happened. It's the reason why he didn't play very well at the end of the year either. So
yeah,
with the Dolphins wasn't that great there either.
There were a lot of reasons for the Texans' run game failing and Philip Lindsay failing. Some on the coaching staff, some on, like the play calling, some on the O-line, and some on Lindsay as well. Pretty much every person who played a role had some blame.
Yeah, facts.
That's essentially how I see it. But I think we're going to end it here. We're running on an hour and a half. Had a good, 20?
30 minutes or somewhere around there.
Yeah. I'm sad Ryan couldn't join us.
Yeah, we gotta find that man.
And Money Matt.
Goddamn. Money Matt's living life out there, but we gotta find Jordan, put that man in witness protection. Ryan, put that man in witness protection. We don't know where he went.
God damn. What the hell? But yes. Oh, did you hear about my goodness. Did Matt update the Discord on his job? Did you get that?
He was interviewing. That's why he can't be here right now.
So
interviewing.
Oh shit.
Right now, yeah. So Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
I think it's pretty good that he got it.
All right, sending out the good vibes to the boy, Money Matt. Prayers up. You got this, man. I'm excited for him. But yes, sir, this has been Members Monday. We're gonna be doing this every single week, every single Monday. Very casual, very chill, not very structured. Maybe I'll have one idea to do, like I did today with the tier list. But other than that, man, I just want to talk to y'all, interact with y'all, answer your questions, and have my team leaders on the stream. If you guys want to come join me and talk ball like Jay has been with us today, links in the description. I don't believe it works on mobile. Apparently it only works on computer, PC, whatever. But go check that out. You can join the Texans Thoughts team. 2 tiers of memberships. One is $3.99 a month. One is $9.99 a month. The second tier gets you the perks to come on stream, talk with your boy. I would appreciate the support. But other than that, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Jay, do you have any final words to close this one out for us?
Smash that like button.
Yes, sir.
Come to the Discord. Join the family. We're not going to bite much. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. We like to talk. We like to have fun. And I'll leave it to you for the closing words, man, because we've missed it.
Do you want to hit it with me?
Missed it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, take care, everyone. Come back for more. And remember, the film don't lie.